Roblox Bedtime Stories for you. But before we start off, please like and subscribe for more Roblox Bedtime Stories. In the vibrant Roblox world of Stealabrainrot, players weren't just running around collecting coins. They were chasing something much more special. They were chasing Brainrots. Brainrots were strange, funny, quirky characters that walked along a big red conveyor belt in the center of the map, showing off their shapes and colors while waiting to be picked. Some looked like animals with extra legs, some like dancing vegetables, and some like creatures that didn't make any sense, but that only made them more precious. Each Brainrot was a treasure, generating money every second once it belonged to someone. It was said that the rarest Brainrots, the OG Brainrots like Strawberry Elephant and Skippity Toilet, were like legends in the game, tiny icons of success that whispered stories of players who had worked hard and gotten unbelievably lucky. Most players started with something small, a common Brainrot, sometimes nicknamed Nubini Pizzanini, that generated just a little cash, but brought a smile every time it walked around your base. On this calm evening in Stealabrainrot, Talia logged in with slow steps. While other players dashed to the center conveyor belt to buy or steal rare Brainrots, Talia wasn't rushing. She watched the glowing sky overhead fade from pink to deep purple, sprinkled with digital stars that felt warmer than any real night sky. Her base was modest, just a small square of land with a few brainrots she'd earned through careful strategy, watching the conveyor, buying creatures when she had enough cash, and sometimes, when she was brave, sneaking into another player's unlocked base to steal a brainrot right off their pedestal and bring it home. But tonight wasn't about rushing. Tonight, Talia felt gentle. She walked up to her red laser gates and hit lockdown, making sure her brainrots were safe. The soft blue glow made her creatures turn toward her with tiny, happy faces. As she sat by her conveyor belt and watched a common brainrot waddle toward her base, something unusual happened. A whispering sound, like the soft rustle of digital wind, drifted across the base, and out of nowhere appeared someone else's rare brainrot, a sparkling mythic creature whose fur shimmered like a calm sea under moonlight. "Talia," the brainrot seemed to say, not in words, but in a glowing feeling. "But it's not mine," she whispered, stepping back. Just then, another player, Lucien, raced up the conveyor circle. His character was quick and confident, eyes fixed on the glowing mythic. "Oh, that's my brainrot," Lucien shouted, breathless. Talia instantly felt nervous. She could just steal it away, sneak a grab and run, just like every other night. But something in the soft quiet of the evening made her pause. She closed her eyes for a moment, thinking of all the times she had lost brainrots in fierce battles, all the hours of saving coins, watching conveyors, carefully timing her moves, and how sad she felt when someone took her hard-earned creatures. Talia turned to Lucien. "Is that brainrot really yours?" she asked softly. Lucien blinked. "Yeah," he said slowly, his voice a little calmer now. "I just got it after months of grinding. I was about to lock it into my base." Talia smiled gently. "Well, congratulations," she said. "I'll let you keep it." Lucien looked surprised, then relieved, and a quiet feeling spread between them, like the gentle echo of the calming Roblox soundtrack. They didn't run. They didn't chase. They simply stood side by side, watching the conveyor belt continue its slow rhythm under the pink-purple sky. And in that pause, protected by laser gates and peaceful intentions, something wonderful happened. The mythic brainrot hummed brighter, as if cheering for kindness. And Talia and Lucien both felt happy. The conveyor belt continued its steady loop around the center of the map. Chunk. Whir. Glow. Brainrots waddled forward one by one, their tiny feet tapping softly against the metal as the sky above deepened into a calm violet blue. Talia and Lucien walked together toward Lucien's base. Along the way, they passed other players building taller walls, upgrading laser gates, and sprinting back and forth with stolen brainrots held tightly in their arms. Some players laughed loudly, others looked stressed, constantly checking behind them to see if someone was chasing. Lucien slowed his pace. "I didn't expect you to let me keep it," he admitted. Most players would have grabbed it and run. Talia nodded gently. I've stolen Brainrots before, she said honestly, and I've lost a lot too. Tonight just feels different. When they reached Lucian's base, he opened the gate and carefully placed the glowing mythic Brainrot onto a pedestal. The creature shimmered happily, its idle animation looping in a slow, soothing rhythm, as coins gently ticked upward above it. Instead of rushing to lock everything down, Lucian hesitated. You know, he said, this Brainrot makes way more money than I need right now. Talia tilted her head. What do you mean? Lucian pressed a button on the side of his base, activating a shared gate mode, something most players never used. The gate glowed softly, instead of flashing red. If you want, he said, you can come back anytime. Let your Brainrots walk through my base too. We'll both earn. Talia's eyes widened. Sharing wasn't common in Stealabrainrot. The game was built around stealing, defending, rushing, and running. But it allowed sharing. Most players just forgot. They returned to Talia's base together and did the same thing, unlocking paths, adjusting conveyors, letting their Brainrots pass safely between bases. Slowly, the sound of coin generation grew steadier and calmer, no longer frantic. Something unusual began to happen. Nearby players noticed. A smaller player stopped running and watched from a distance. Another turned off their laser gates and walked closer. Someone typed in chat. Why aren't you stealing? Lucian replied simply, we're earning together. One by one, players started trying it. 2 bases connected, then 3, then 4. Instead of sprinting and grabbing, players stood near the conveyor belt, calmly waiting for Brainrots they could afford. When someone got a rare one, others clapped or jumped happily instead of chasing them down. The map felt quieter. Even the Brainrots seemed to move slower, their animations looping gently, as if the game itself was settling down for the night. Talia sat on the edge of her base, watching the soft glow of shared Brainrots walking back and forth. It's funny, she whispered. The game's called Stealabrainrot, but it doesn't have to be. Lucian smiled. Stealing might be fast, he said, but sharing lasts longer. As the sky dimmed to its deepest shade of blue, the server felt safe, protected, calm. No chasing, no panic, just steady conveyors, glowing Brainrots, and players resting beside their bases. And in that peaceful Roblox night, everyone earned more than coins. They earned trust. In a world where everyone is taught to rush, grab, and protect what they have, it's easy to forget that games are meant to be enjoyed, not stressed over. Stealing might feel exciting for a moment, and winning might feel good at first, but true happiness in any Roblox world comes from feeling safe, calm, and connected to others. When players choose patience over panic, kindness over competition, and sharing over stealing, the game becomes more than just earning coins or collecting brainrots. It becomes a place where everyone can relax, have fun, and feel welcome. And sometimes the greatest thing you can gain in a game isn't something you take. It's something you choose to give. Good night and sweet Roblox dreams.